What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is doing well. I took the liberty. I went ahead and simmed ahead a little bit, um, closer to June, middle of June, end of June. We are getting closer to the trade deadline. Durant just came back from the injured list. He's in the lineup now. He's batting 311. Let's do this. Who's playing second? Steer? No. Gavin Lux. Matt McLean's faster. I'm going to try something real quick. Let's do trade talks. Let's see if we put Jake Fraley, Austin Hayes, and we'll do Encarnacion Strand. Suggest trade. See what we can get out of them. MLB ready. Probably get nothing. Oh. Right, Mountcastle. Alright. Trent Grisham. We can get Cruz back. Nah, I don't think so. We can get India back. Nothing that like jumps out like, ooh, we should make this trade. That one isn't bad. I don't want that mess. Let's just go ahead and play a game. Play full game. Let's do City Connects. We're American. Quick counts on. Andrew Abbott getting the start. Alright, see what happens. Everybody's batting awful. We're 4 games under 500. Let's see if we can turn it around.
Here in Cincinnati, Great American Ballpark, in a city steeped in baseball history. MLB
I don't know what that flag is.
Interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the first pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, ready to go here. Now it's the Twins DH, Willie Castro. Next pitch is outside. Next offering is fouled back. Kicks and fires. Spoils a two-strike
This is
pitch.
going to be one of them
He'll see another.
at-bats.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the
So,
strikeout.
how's everybody's Monday
Swings
going?
through that
Hope
one
everybody's
out
had a
from
wonderful
that
weekend.
time.
Glad to be back at work.
Strike three,
Unless you're
and that's
lucky like
two
me
in
and
a
get to
row.
work the weekends.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the
Carlos
base paths, and all of
Correa.
a sudden you're dealing with the #3 hitter. Any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
And he
Oh
starts
boy,
his
decided to
afternoon
run
off
into the
right
wall
with
and
a
just stand
double.
there. That's
He
steer.
needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to
And that
it,
went
then
right through the
extended
net.
through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And down on strikes he goes. That K is his 3rd of the game. Bottom of the 1st, and now the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
Let's go.
And that
No, that
misses.
missed. That's the ball.
2-1.
What do you guys say that we just implode everything and sell
Out
everybody?
to short, Correa.
Just start over with a
In
bunch of
plenty
rookies.
of time to first. 1 up, 1 down.
I feel like the Rockies
Here's Lane
just put out
Thomas.
an awful
1 out, bases empty.
group of people. They would only win like 30
That
games
misses.
the whole season.
And that's ball 2. And there's a ball.
3-1.
Duran is back after his long stint on
Next
the
offering popped in the air, right field. Brings it
injury
in.
list.
And there's 2 down.
We did make some lineup adjustments, so we'll see how that
2 outs,
works.
space is empty. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Jaron Duran. 2 outs,
Move
space is
Jaron
empty.
up into the 3-hole.
Swing and a miss. There's the
Ooh.
changeup.
2-2.
And move Ellie down to the 4-hole.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Rodriguez sizing this one up.
1, 2, 3,
Makes
bottom of the
play,
first.
and it's out. Back here in Cincinnati, top of the 2nd, digging in, Ryan Jeffers. Check swing went around, and the count is even 2-2.
Strike
Squeeze
3.
through that one, it's a strikeout.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boo. The electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have
Already
to
give
be
up a
aware
hit,
of,
so we
though,
don't have to
is
worry about a
the high
no-hitter.
strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Batting 7th, center fielder Emmanuel
2 down,
Rodriguez.
bases empty. At the plate, Emmanuel Rodriguez. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This is more turned into. It is a rebuild. The rebuild consists of me going to get a bunch of minor leaguers and starting over.
Zips it to first.
This is
and
more
the Twins
of
go 1-2-3.
strengthening
Twins retired in-
the team.
And
And we
welcome
haven't
back
been
to the
healthy all
ballpark.
season.
Bottom
We've had
half of inning
injuries.
number 2. So now here's
We've
the
got
Reds
people on
cleanup
the injured
hitter, Ellie
list.
De La Cruz. Shortened the bunt and missed it. And it's 1-2.
All right, Ellie, how'd you miss a bunt? And he doesn't have all his drip on in this.
Ball.
Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very
Popped up to the
straightforward,
third base.
very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
Lewis makes the grab. And there's 1 down.
Encarnacion
Next for
Strand,
Cincinnati, Christian
who has went to the
Encarnacion
5-hole
Strand.
now. He continues
Next
to
off
struggle
bases,
hitting.
and
He
it's
may
2-1.
drop even further.
Chris, do players ever
We have
change their
plenty of
approach
people
in
that
meaningful
can-
ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies, so you're not that surprised.
I'd say the latter, because pitchers got
That's
to
frozen him for a minute.
Regardless,
That's
the
one thing
hitter's
about
gotta
those
hit to his
line
strengths.
drives right at you.
You're aware of it,
You
but
got to be
have
careful.
to just hunt for what you can handle.
And now 2-1.
Sometimes it's
As
hard to
the
overread
game
that
has
ball.
moved along, we see more and
Flail
more
up like that and go right over you.
supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns. Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the third.
It's a 1-2-3 inning.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first in time. And a quick out, number 1.
I don't know what that noise was.
Batting
Ryan
ninth, second
Fitzgerald,
baseman,
the next
Ryan
twin up to him.
It's like a thump.
That one the other way, and it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and his first big league hit is a double.
Wow.
Now batting,
Ryan
designated
Fitzgerald
hitter,
with
Willie
his
Castro.
first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And
Get
when
over
it
there.
does, can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You
All right.
still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great
See if
when
we
you can
can
take a
prevent
minute
this
to
run
just
from scoring.
appreciate what
Now
you've
batting,
done and how
right
hard
fielder,
you've worked to
Deshaun
get here.
Kersey Jr.
And,
Yeah, right.
and that's that. So no runs here on a base hit. Ready to go for the last half of the inning.
TJ Friedel.
DH.
Batting with an
Friedel.
8-game hitting
TJ
streak.
Friedel.
Starting with a 1-1 count. Let's see if he can lay one down.
And he
Nope,
lays
picked
down
it
a
foul.
bunt. And foul ball.
All right. 1-2 count. Let's see if we can get a hit here.
That
Gonna be
one
outside,
misses.
evens the count,
Now
2-2.
2-2. Hard ground
There we go,
into
first hit of the
outfield
game.
for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I have to remember what the controls are when I'm playing. Because franchise and regular show are different.
When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Got him swinging.
Wow. Oh,
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of
That
an
boy's
extended
shirt's so-
slump.
her name's
One
so
that
long it
lasts
doesn't
for
fit on his
several
shirt.
Games, even a week or more. You know, right now he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
2-1 now. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Two
Still
balls,
tied
two
at
strikes.
0, last of the third. Out to short, Correa. Off balance feed, there's one. To
yeah,
first,
there's not a double
in
play.
time.
But I have questions.
Great effort there.
That said he was playing left field. Isn't
Here's
Durant
O'Neal.
playing left field? Steers at second. Not really sure why
Cruz.
McLean's not playing.
Here's a 2-1.
Upstairs.
And that one
That's up,
upstairs.
that's a ball.
Rip to third. They get the force.
All right.
And that is the inning.
Hit the ball hard, just right at him.
Swing.
Yeah,
He was
right.
late, strike 2.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And it drops in. And a good start to the inning.
I could have dove for that,
Multi-hit game
But
for
being
him
in the
now,
left
and
field,
lack of results, he's
and it was
been
more
playing
towards the
lately.
line,
Sure
if I'd
is
have
feeling
dove
some
and
relief.
missed,
Hooked around that pitch on the outside,
there would have been
but
nobody
he was
there.
still able to
It would
square
have
it up
taken
pretty nicely.
O'Neal a little
That
bit to
takes
get there.
quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
2-2. Just
No, that
missed.
missed.
On this count, runner not known for his
Got a full
speed,
count.
but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Line drive, base hit. Around second is Correa. And they're at the
You take the
corners with
scenic
nobody
route
out.
to it. What are you doing?
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity
get a
to push
strikeout
across
here.
the first run of the ballgame.
Instead of ground ball
Fourth
and
inning
get us a double
underway,
play.
no score. Fights
That
it off,
is
you'll
not
see
a
another.
strikeout. That is not
Rip
one
into
either.
left center. Base hit into the outfield. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
All right.
Mission accomplished there as he picks
Now
up the
batting,
RBI to
left
give him the
fielder,
lead.
Trevor
Just a
Martin.
solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Trevor Larnach. Cut on and lifted in the air. Thomas sizes this one up. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he moves
Wow.
up 90 feet. Runners
That was
in
a
the corners
rocket
now.
from
One
left
away.
or right
Now
field.
batting, the center fielder, Emmanuel Rodriguez.
Here's the center fielder, Emmanuel Rodriguez. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Swing and a miss as he was
1-2.
late that time.
That was not where
And
I
that
wanted
one
it.
is lifted in the air. Durant under it. He's got it. Runner tags for home. Here's the throw to the plate.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep
Dang.
it simple. Runner third, less than 2
Dang.
outs. Put the ball in play and a nice job with
Now
the
we're
sac
down
fly.
2-0 in the top of the fourth.
Swings
Soon to
here
be.
and blasts one left field. Back there. That one is gone.
4-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct on the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And now here is Ryan Fitzgerald. And that gets down into the gap. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
All right. Well,
Man, those are the types of hits where you
Up
don't
next
feel
for
any
Minnesota,
vibration in your hands
designated hitter,
whatsoever.
let's go to the bullpen.
Such a good feeling. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped
I need
off
to mess
of his
with
stick.
the
Well, they've been
pitching
able to score
rotation.
4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can.
Ah, that's strike 3 and the third out. So we take back here at the ballpark.
Leading
Let's check
off
out the
for the
latest
Reds,
news from around the
right
league.
fielder, Lane Thomas.
All right, Lane Thomas, let's get it started. 2-3-4 up this inning.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
France drifts towards it. Hauls it in for the out.
Wow.
And
Okay.
there's one down.
Boy, that
See, we're
was a
starting well.
hanging breaking ball right there. I think he
Now
tried to do a
batting,
little bit
left
too much.
fielder,
Sometimes those eyes can get
Aaron
really big. I think his
Durant.
swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
One down, base is empty. Pitch
Outside.
misses outside, and that's ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Base is empty.
That
one
was on the
away.
verge
We're
of
here
being
at
a
the
strike,
bottom
so
of the
I had to
fourth.
swing.
Foul. We'll see another payoff.
Again,
pitch.
through the net.
Swing and a miss struck him out.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still laid on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you
Okay.
think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a
Ooh.
fastball. He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for
It's
the
a
inning.
bomb bat that he's using.
Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Misses
That's a
just
ball.
Are you
off the
serious?
outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Well, these Twins, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings.
That's a
We've
ball.
seen how many line drive base hits they've been able to produce in this
3-1.
one. 6 to be exact, and they've all been pretty loud.
And a swing to miss.
We got a full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Come on, we need a strikeout, Andrew.
That's towards center.
Or that too.
Cruz under this one. One away.
I love how it lights up the infield thing. This
Now
show me
Correa
what
up to
base.
hit.
In case I'm confused what triangle is.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And no
What?
one can get there. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
First off,
Oh, here we
why
are,
was
third
nobody
time
covering
through
the base?
order, and this is where we
Second
see
off, I hit the dive
OPS
button.
jump
It didn't
up.
do anything.
Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Ha!
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
The count.
That's a hit. Correa on his horse and coming home.
way up the line.
Throw is offline, and he scores. And the lead is up to
Now
5.
batting,
We
catcher
don't see this a whole
Jeffers.
lot anymore. Where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
And now Terry Francona makes his way out of the dugout towards the mound, and he'll make a change. Andrew Abbott.
Rough day for
gives
Andrew
way,
Abbott.
And he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Pitching for
So
the
they turn
Reds,
things over to one of their young
Number
arms,
34.
Connor Phillips.
Connor
And with the big deficit on the
Phillips.
scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing
Yeah,
matters
that's the
for
way to come in.
relievers in their numbers, but I think it's tough.
Oh, now this ball is driven into the left center field gap. Lewis coming home. The relay in there.
Why
He
Ellie didn't?
scores. And it's now a 6-run
Up
lead.
next for
Picks
the
himself up
Twins,
an
left
RBI.
fielder,
A well-deserved
Trevor
double on a
Larnach.
great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as
I don't know
well
why
as you
Ellie
could
didn't cut
possibly
that in the
ask.
air instead of letting
And
it
second
bounce.
with one away. So up next for Minnesota, Trevor Larnach.
1-2.
Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here.
Well, this is fun.
And they boost their lead. It's 8-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
How's your ears
One out,
ringing, dude?
bases
It's a
empty.
wooden bat
And now for the
It's not like
Twins,
it's
Emmanuel
dinged
Rodriguez.
to make it loud.
That one
Ball.
missed. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Up next for Minnesota, first baseman Ty France.
2 outs, base is empty. Ty France, the next Twin up to hit.
All right, let's see if we can get to this inning. How's he already tired? He just came in.
Ball.
Late
Is this
on that
game
fastball.
broken?
Ooh, Baez.
2-2.
Literally, he
Never
just
took the
came
gun
in.
off the bat, partner.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. And we're back.
Leading
We head to the
off for
bottom
the
of the
Reds,
5th. In now for the
first
Reds,
baseman,
Christian Encarnacion Strand. Inside.
2-1.
2 balls
Can we
and a
come back?
strike.
We're
Every
down
pitcher wants a run
8
support, and having
in
a
the
lead
5th.
is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse.
Do we have a hit?
Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Tosses to first. And the leadoff
Yes,
hitter
one.
retired in the 5th. One down, base is empty. And it is
That's a
2
ball.
and 1.
One hit. Upstairs.
And that's
Full
too
count.
high.
And Frito was the one that got it.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Okay, well,
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's the DH, TJ Friedl. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and
all
that'll
right,
do
guys.
it. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And that one fouled off. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball
Now
right
batting,
there, and I
the
don't think he was
designated
taking
hitter,
it,
Willie
thinking it might be a called
This-
ball or
this
anything. I
point, we
just
might
think
as
he
well
was
just
flat out
fold.
frozen.
Ball,
Did
that's
not
in.
expect that location, in my opinion.
I still don't understand how he just came in and he's already wore out.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th.
I think something's broke.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Now it's the right fielder, Deshaun Kiersey Jr.
Because he's a starter. He shouldn't have
Swing
gotten
and a
tired
ball
that
lifted
quick.
in the air.
Hey, it's a 1-2-3 inning.
Makes
Let's go
the
hit.
grab, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 8-9-1 schedule. Back here at Great American Ballpark, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Tyler Stevenson.
Next game we play, I'm going to bring up all the minor league team.
That one ripped, and there's a hit, and the leadoff man aboard.
Tyler Stevenson finally gets a hit. Slowest guy on the team.
And ready to hit
Now
now
batting,
for Cincinnati,
second
Spencer
baseman,
Steer.
Spencer Steer.
First time it told me he was batting left field. Or he was playing left field.
1-1 now. On the ground to third. To second, that's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's
Same thing
choice.
happened last time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work
And
behind
O'Neal
him with
Cruz
another
hit one
ground
to
ball.
third, and
Good
it was a double
execution.
play.
Swing and a miss.
Why
and he was
am I
fooled.
swinging?
Moving
One
in
ball,
the
2
bullpen.
strikes.
Brock Stewart, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Sands also throwing. Lined into left center, base hit. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position.
We got runners in
and
scoring
just 1 out.
position.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite
New pitcher,
field.
Rocco
There's a lot
Baldelli
of
comes
hard
out
work
and he's
and
taking him.
discipline that goes into getting a result
All for the
like that
righty.
at the plate.
He
Doesn't
wants
come
the
naturally for most hitters.
righty.
Rocco Ball.
Pitching for
New pitcher
Minnesota.
on here, Aberson Castellano.
And as relievers go,
Have
he's
a
not a
wild
big strikeout
thing.
guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
That's to third. On to France.
What are you
2
doing?
away. Tries to get back and save.
Now
batting Jarren
left
Duran.
fielder, Jarren Duran.
And that
That's the
is
ball.
downstairs. And that's ball 3. Ellie De La Cruz on deck for Cincinnati. On the ground right
Are
side.
you freaking
Can't glove it
kidding me?
cleanly. Still finds a way to get off the throw. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there.
Well, you can't give him 2 errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and they might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
8-2. Let's keep
And
it
in
rolling.
scoring position with 2 away. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to
Inside.
hit.
Ball.
And there's a ball. Runner at
Two
second,
balls, one
2
strike.
down. And downstairs.
3-1.
Groove one.
So now 2
Take your
on
base, ball 4.
and 2 out.
Took everything I had not to swing at that.
Check swing, but he went too far.
I did that time.
1-2.
1 and 2. Double steal. Pitch inside. Out at third. And that ends the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
Welcome back as
Leading
we
off
take a look
for
at their upcoming
Minnesota,
schedule.
Shortstop Carlos Correa.
Okay.
Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2 is the count.
Connor, you're gonna throw it till your arm falls off.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 1 and 2 here. The other way.
Got it. Look at that. Flip that.
That was an awesome leaping
Flip
catch.
this.
Great reactions.
Flip
Good
it.
athleticism, and he snatched that thing out of the air. And he
Whatever
rounded
word
it with a
works.
base hit.
Here's Royce Lewis. And a
Look at
pop
you,
off right side, foul
Strand. We're
territory.
gonna get all the outs.
Encarnacion Strand makes the catch. 2 down.
Up
That
next
was a
for the
good
Twins,
hard
catcher
fastball with
Ryan
some nice
Jeffers.
ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit the
And there's the 3rd out. That'll do it for the inning. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to
Leading
talk
off
about
for the
just
Reds,
about anything.
First
Whoa,
baseman,
don't get me
Christian
fired.
Seeing one of the biggest ways the game has
Strand.
changed bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm
Outside.
glad I'm not
2-1.
playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. When that door swings open out of the bullpen, you know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least one nasty pitch.
Now a high fly
Get out of here,
out
ball.
to left
Get out of here,
center.
ball.
And there's
Dang.
one down.
Every
Warning
day
track
during
power.
batting practice, these
Now
outfielders get about
third
10
baseman,
minutes of
Lee
balls
Ryan.
in the
Hey!
gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
One down, base is empty. Line to left. And there's 2 away.
Shoestring catch.
TJ Friedel, the next to hit for the Reds.
Frito has 1 hit.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
Foul ball. Bubba Chandler.
And that's in the dirt.
Should be watching those tickers down there. Find somebody good to pick up.
And the next
Full
pitch
count.
is way outside. The 3-2 is
Yes,
outside,
ball
and
four.
it's
Take
ball
your base.
4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full
Now
count, but I
batting,
guess he
Stevens had one last inning.
It's a really nice play
Stevenson.
appearance.
Wasn't last inning, it was
Popped up.
down. Fair.
Fair ball. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
That's going down as a screamer in the scorebook.
And now Spencer Steer.
Come on, Steer, do something.
On the ground.
That's
to
not
short,
something.
Correa.
I mean, it
They
is something.
take the force
but
out. That ends the
not the
frame.
something we needed.
Red Strand. Back here in Cincinnati, leading off, Trevor Larnach.
Dude, you're just going to eat some innings.
Next
Yeehaw.
offering is in for a strike.
Looked pretty good as
1
far
and
as
2.
being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
That one to first, and that's just foul.
Ball boy wasn't sure. He just stood there.
That misses
That's
the
it,
zone.
ball.
2-2. Now a screamer into the outfield.
Got
Makes
it.
the grab, one down. And next for Minnesota, Emmanuel Rodriguez. Breaks his bat and pops it up. And there's
Bat
two
lands
away.
right there next to Key Brian Hayes.
So up next for
Now
Minnesota,
batting,
Ty
the first
France.
baseman, Ty
The
France.
Twins up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. In for a strike, and it's 1-2.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
And a swing and a miss, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They lead at 8-2.
Pitching for Minnesota.
So they bring on the veteran,
Number
Brock
61.
Stewart.
And he's got
Brock
a nice lead to
Stewart.
work with, so he should come in throwing strikes,
Brock Stewart.
attacking these hitters.
That clips a corner.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
I need to get somebody warmed up.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Bullpen. We really needed our
That
starting
one is upstairs.
pitching to go long, but because look at this bullpen. Everybody's exhausted except for Heron and Taylor Rogers.
2-2 now. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Oh,
And
another
that one
ground out.
handled. And Thomas is out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Jaron Duran, the next to hit for the Reds. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
2-2.
Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Danny Coulombe warming up for
Why?
manager Rocco Baldelli. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
The first move felt like
A
a
little
bit
life.
of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
So, man aboard. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. Swing and a miss. Now 3-2.
Full count.
I love the dirt stains on the uniforms.
And that's a base hit. Coming home. He will score, and it's an RBI
Ellie
single,
with the
and it's
RBI
8-3.
single. Let's go.
Christian Encarnacion Strand,
We all know he's
the next
stealing.
to hit for the Reds. 2 outs. There goes Ellie. Pitch is high. Safe at second, and that was not close. Runner on the go again. Pitch in for a strike. Save. That's 2 stolen bases now for Ellie De La Show. 2
De La
outs and a
Show.
runner at third. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Now I gotta get a hit.
Count is full.
See, Brian Hayes is up on deck. He's batting 226 with runners in scoring position. So probably not the best person.
And that's
Or
ruled a swing.
doesn't really matter.
It's a strikeout. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 8-3. Welcome back as we
Leading
take a look
off
at their
for
upcoming
Minnesota.
schedule.
Did I warm up? I'm moving on. Let's go.
Second baseman.
Now the Reds.
Now pitching
Emilio
for the
Pagan
Reds.
into the game.
Number 19.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little
Emilio
extra in the tank
Pagan.
facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation
There's
when
one.
he plays against his old squad.
Whips it across. Now one gone in the ninth. This is Willie Castro. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Just missed. Hit in the
Alley's
air
getting out
left
there,
field.
no problem.
De La Cruz on the move, and there's two down.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's
Now
part of him
batting
that's saying, hey, where are you at,
Deshaun
outfielder? Call me
Kersey
off. But
Jr.
he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Not Ellie. Our bullpen needs a day off.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Nothing across here this half. Sixth.
Pitching for
Back
Minnesota,
now as they hand the ball to a
number
fresh arm to
44,
start the bottom of the ninth.
Cole
Sands.
He's averaging more than one hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Now batting Key
leading
Brian
off
Hayes.
for the Reds, third baseman, Key Brian Hayes.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
That's gonna reach the seats on the balance.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And now the designated hitter for the Reds, TJ Friedel. Base is empty, one away here in the last half of inning number 9. Out to
That's
short.
a slow roller to short. Across the
Tosses
first.
to first. Two up, two
Two
down.
down here in the
And
bottom
4
of the
pitches,
ninth.
2 outs. That is an excellent base.
Stevenson.
So it's their last chance in this one. Next for Cincinnati, Tyler Stevenson. And that's
Outside.
outside. 2-1. Next offering
ball.
misses
Down
down
low.
and away. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
There's another base hit, just to prolong the inevitable.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Spencer Steer. And now 1 and 2.
All right,
One
let's
ball,
get a
2
hit here.
strikes.
This could
Getting
end
it
it.
rolling.
That
That's
just
it.
That's the
misses,
ball.
and it's 2-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
That's it.
Him, and that's the ball
That will
game.
end it.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
8-3 the final in this one. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for this one. I will be back for the Wednesday version of this. 12 o'clock Eastern time. Noon Eastern time, I should say. You guys have a wonderful afternoon. And I will see you at my live stream at 5 p.m. Eastern time. You guys have a good afternoon. And I'll see you then.